Hello, entrepreneurs. Joe DeChara coming to you back coming to you live from downtown Florida. No, okay, let's start this again. Where am I? Okay, Joe DeChara coming to you live from downtown Flushing, New York. Yes, it's hot. It's not as hot as it has been, but I went out for a walk before, and yeah, I think I need another one. This is the new Joe DeChara Show, presenting how to win at business, and brought to you by my favorite sponsor, Bedrock University. And let me see if I could put the banner up here for you folks, because I do want you to register for Bedrock University. It's free for students right now, for a limited time offer only. And because it's internet based, it's limited to like 3 million students. So act now. And tonight I have a special quote for you, and it's in line with what we are talking about tonight, which I'll announce very shortly. But I picked this out; it just stuck out at me. And I do a lot of research. I mean, I don't just pick these out of a hat, because I want them to be relevant. You know, I have a whole library full of Abraham Lincoln quotes and Benjamin Franklin quotes. But I said, let me pick something that's really representative of what's happening now. And this one just like came out at me. The most technologically efficient machine that man has ever invented is the buck. This guy Northrop Frye. It reminded me of my father saying that the greatest invention, the invention that brought man forward, even more than the toilet bowl. Even more than the toilet bowl, because believe it or not, plumbing was important. So that's up there. But the printing press made knowledge available to people for the first time. So when I saw this, and I love reading books, and I could show you, I got a couple of, I usually read like 3 or 4 books at once. Brendan Burchard, The High Performance Habits. What I like about this is you could see through it. That's pretty cool. And Larry Bratton's Victory. I don't think you can see through this one, but that's a special feature that comes with Brendan's book. But, so it's true. And yeah, I'm guilty of listening to Audible and watching YouTube once in a while, but there's no substitute for the written book. And I never heard of this guy Northrop Frye, and this quote just seems so. I was like, when did he say this? So I looked it up, and it turns out he said it in 1687. So, what could I say? It's a timeless quote, maybe. But it's pretty interesting, because tonight, what I'm going to be talking about is technology. And that's why I picked that out, because it's all about technology. And sometimes when you think about it, well, not sometimes. I mean, I used to always think about technology like, oh my God, they have a touch tone phone. I mean, we started out with a rotary phone. It had like a dial, and then you had to wait for it to go around, and then you dialed again, and there's 917. I mean, there's 7 numbers, so it could take a couple of minutes to dial a number, especially if they all had 9s in them. And then they came out with the touch tone phone. Oh my God, you just pushed the buttons. It was so fast. That was technology. But then you think about when they came out with the light bulb. Before that, everybody used candles. Now, if you're a candle maker, that's awesome. But I don't know what happened when everybody started using lights. Did all the candle makers like go out of business? Probably. So, the point is where technology is always changing. And I've just been getting fed up, to be honest with you. Let me cut to the chase here. I've been getting fed up. I'm so zoomed out, folks. I'm so zoomed out. And I think that's why, I'm confused. I'm confused. And it's because of all this software. I'm convinced. It's because all this new stuff, it has nothing to do with being locked up in my apartment for 3 or 4 months, all by myself, with no one to talk to. It has nothing to do with that. I'm overrun with software programs. So I said, I'm picking the best software programs that are there, that I'm using now, because some of them I wasn't using a couple of months ago, to be honest with you. Yeah, some of them I don't think even existed, or that maybe they existed, but I wasn't using them. And, the fact is that no matter how much I complain about it, or worry about it, or get stressed out over it, the technology is going to keep changing. It's going to keep changing. I remember my grandfather said about, back in the day, we used to have to, chop down a tree and make our own bats if we wanted to play baseball. Now kids don't even go out to play baseball. They play it on the freaking computer. Well, you don't have to go out into the woods and make your own bat anymore, at least. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it is what it is. So anyway, and one more other note, because I'm getting older. I turned 60 last month. That might have something to do with the confusion as well. But when I was in high school, they had the computer department. And they had punch cards. And I remember oh wow, look at that. It's invisible. It's actually a green Post-it. I could probably do magic on this thing, but anyway, the computer department and all these geeks used to stay after school while I was going home to play baseball in the street with my friends. They were taking their little punch cards. This is an orange one, so it doesn't work as good. But they were taking these punch cards and saying, all right, if y equals z, then go here. And at the end, something would like pop out, like the answer. Like the computer actually calculated 1 + 1 = 2. And everybody was amazed. But who cared? What the hell was I going to do with a computer? And, some of those computer geeks, wound up making a lot of money. and I became an accountant. So anyway, here we are. We're stuck with this stuff, folks. We're stuck with it. And, the whole world changed when they invented QuickBooks. Because before QuickBooks, we didn't need a computer to do tax returns and financial statements or anything else that had to do with accounting. We actually used a pencil and a ruler. I had those. A real pencil. A lead pencil, not the number 2 pencil. I had a lead pencil because we were professionals. Okay, I carried I think it was number 5, no, 0.5 or 0.7 lead. And I ran out of lead a lot of times because I did a lot of accounting by hand. And then they invented QuickBooks, and it ruined everything for millions of accountants and business owners. But for me, I learned QuickBooks, and I spent 20 years making a nice living and getting clients off of people that screwed up QuickBooks. That's right, folks. You know, that's the truth. If it wasn't for QuickBooks, I might have just been a regular CPA my whole life. But QuickBooks came on board, and I saw a way to make money with it, and to actually use it as a tool to help me in my business. And eventually I did. So today, what I want to announce is a program that could rival what QuickBooks did. It's that good, and it's free. Just like QuickBooks was in the beginning. It was basically free. They gave it away, and that was just a brilliant marketing ploy. But this is free, and it's called Wave Apps, and I've talked about it before. And it's changed my whole accounting practice because everybody, including myself, that was on QuickBooks are now they're on Wave Apps for the most part. And it's not for everybody, you know, it's for solopreneurs, which makes up the bulk of the business world. And it's actually the whole world, because Wave Apps you can do in any currency. So now I can do bookkeeping literally for people in Canada. Oh my God. I can do bookkeeping all over the world with this app, and I'm going to show it to you. Let me open it up here. And I've shown this to you before, but I want to show it to you again. And stop screen sharing, screen share. And where's Wave Apps? And there we go. We're going to share the screen. And this is Wave Apps, folks. And it's literally, and I don't want to go through the whole thing because I have 4 or 5 other software programs that I want to talk about. But I have literally opened up an account for a client, brought in all of their transactions for a year, and had it all organized and reconciled in record time. I don't even want to share it with you, but you know, that sold me. So let's see. We can go to my account. So we'll just go to my account for now. And this is my dummy account that I use for these purposes. Actually, that's not. No, we're not going to do that today. Okay. So take my word for it, or you can go back to my YouTube channel from a couple of weeks ago. And every so often I do replays. They call them watch parties on Facebook. But those were, you know, the Wave app presentations. I actually showed you how easy it was to just set up a company and actually connect your bank and your credit card accounts. But what's amazing, because QuickBooks and Intuit have been trying to do this for ever since they came up with the internet, which was trying to import transactions. And even now, they can't do it like Wave does. And I don't have to go through the thing, but with QuickBooks, it's a painful, slow process where you're almost most of the time better off just inputting the data. And if you know anything about bookkeeping, the data entry is the worst part, really. Because once you get the data in there, now it really becomes bookkeeping and accounting. So Wave Apps is my 2020 #1 software program. Now, #2 is a new one. And I'll tell you why. And I only started using this one maybe like a month ago. And that's how good it is. And I'm going to share my screen with you again. And I'll show you. Let's see if I can get out of here. And so what I want you to see here, that's not what I want you to see. Okay, hold on. We're having technical difficulties here, folks. 1 second, and it'll all be worth it. And here we go. Okay, so now you can see this. And if you look up in the top right-hand corner, so you see these 3 little dots, and you see my face. Then there's something there that's extensions. That's something called LastPass. And then we got this little like flowery thing. And this is called Loom. Loom for Chrome. And what Loom does, let me see, it's not going to work because, well, let me just try it. Okay, so this is what happens. You push the button, and now, oh, cool. So it's actually shows me down there. Or you can record your screen only or your camera only. And you just start recording. And what's amazing is the fact that it's all seamless. So once I can start recording, then I can do a presentation. And then what happens is it gives you a link. And instead of like uploading the video or doing whatever you got to do, you just send the link to whoever you want to share the video with. And then you get a notification that they watched it. So think about this. I've had some short trainings where I had to train new VAs. I had somebody doing a website, somebody doing something with my university. And instead of doing a Zoom call, because now we're in different continents, and it just, so I do the Loom thing, and I show them this is exactly what I want you to do. I send them a link, and then as soon as they watch it, I get an email saying that they watched it. And then they could tell me, yeah, okay, I got it. I don't have no more clarification, or I have a question on this. Or if you're going to go to a long meeting, and let's say I just set up a client on QuickBooks Online, and there's a lot of training. So a lot of it I just put into, as I was setting it up, I just did the Loom thing and then shared it with them. And it made our meeting, instead of having an hour-long meeting, it was a 20-minute meeting. And there's all kinds of other stuff that you can do with Loom. And so that's Loom. And my third pick of the year, and this is something that I've talked about a lot, all the time, like almost every night, and it's a program called StreamYard. And let me see if I find, oh, it's right here. You see, it's like a little duck. It's up on and all this is, folks, if you're not familiar with it are shortcuts. There's a way, and I don't know anything about it other than I just put it there, and now I could just click StreamYard. And that's what you're watching me from. So what's so amazing about this? Well, before this, I was struggling through Zoom. Remember in the beginning, I said I'm all zoomed up. The less I can deal with Zoom, the better. I think the better for the world. I think Zoom is like trying to take over the world. I don't know, but everything's Zoom. So one of my friends interviewed me, and he had these banners, and he was putting stuff up there like Mastermind with Joe DiChiara, and they were all his. And if you want to book some time with me, go to Time with Joe. And I said, what is that? He said, it's StreamYard. StreamYard. Nobody told me about this. Well, he was showing me all the things. Oh yeah, we can go like this. You can have like 5 people in the chat thing. Okay, so now if I have like 8 people, I have different. It's not working because there's only me here. But yeah, look, you can go like this. Okay, it's a stream. Then I can go like this, and sometimes if let's say you're hungover and you're not, or your hair's not done, you can just do the whole screen, and you just tell people like your video's not working or something, or you make an excuse. So anyway, so this was amazing, but then what I find out, if I get the premium version, you see they have a free version, and for some reason the free version is just, if I'm not paying for it, I can't use it. I have to pay for something. I have to be paying for it. So I think there was a $17 version, and then there's the $49 version. So why would I? Because I'm an accountant, and I'm looking at my budget, but I also want to have fun. So for the $49, I am streaming right now in 5 different places. Don't ask me why I even need this. Maybe I hope that it's helping my business, but I just think that it's so cool that I'm in 5 different places. And they even said, listen, if you want to stream to 10 places, let us know, because we could probably do it. We just want to know if anybody needs it. So I would vote yes, and I would just create more Facebook pages or something, just so that I'm on more streams, because this is like, this was when I was driving my ice cream truck like 80 years ago. Who would have thought? My friend told me that I belong on TV, and right then TV was just invented. Like, I still had a black and white TV with rabbit ears and stuff. Not that many people were on TV, but this is the same as being on TV. I mean, you could listen to me, or you could watch, somebody like Donald Trump give a speech about something. He's competing with me now. They got to say, oh, if we go on when Joe DiChiara is on, we're not going to get as many viewers, because he's going to be getting his share, and that's my 3rd pick of the year. And my last pick, I have 2 honorable mentions. Okay, but my last pick is actually a double pick, and I'll tell you why. Because there's a program called Canva, and I'm not going to try to share my screen again because I'm just getting confused. There's a program called Canva that everybody loves. It's powerful. I mean, it's really good. You could create unbelievable graphics. I've seen people do workbooks. I think you could build a website in it. It's before I cringed at Photoshop. It was like, I had to hire graphic people. We all did, because who wanted to learn Photoshop? Oh my God. I'm still having nightmares about that. It was almost like when I tried Dreamweaver and tried to build my own website. That was a nightmare. But trying to build graphics, well, Canva, just try it. Just try it. And I'm pretty sure I'm on a paid version of that. I could have just used the free one, but I figured there must be a reason why they're charging for this, so I pay for it. And the same thing with there's another program that I actually started using before Canva that I like, and it's called, let me see. Okay, here I am. I think I deleted myself for a couple of minutes. Okay, so hi, Elizabeth. Oh, I just saw this. I didn't even know I was live. Uh, I wish I could, Elizabeth. I get so confused. I get so confused with the links. And I am affiliate. I do have an affiliate link for StreamYard, and I'm probably an affiliate for Canva, but I need somebody to help me with that stuff. Okay, is it back now? Let me know if I'm back. I should be back. Okay. If I'm not back, I'm sorry. But anyway, so the sister to Canva is Snappa, and I'll tell you why. Okay, and I was gonna share it with you because I just think this is cool, and I'm gonna show you why I like it. I really could, I think, use an assistant to help me with these controls here. And there we go. Okay. So I'm going to do the whole screen. So, okay, thanks, Elizabeth. So I'm not talking to myself here. So this is what I love about Snappa, which it might seem silly to you, but I don't care. But Snappa gives me the like all I got to do is click a YouTube thumbnail. Now in Canva, I get really confused because I actually got to put the dimensions in. Now, maybe there's an easier way to do it. Maybe there is like just a button you push, but I don't see it. And Canva is like way too complicated as far as I'm concerned. Because now I can just go in here and from scratch, just like, people are experts at Canva. This is, so let's say, happy people. And I'm doing this because I saw Haley Gray do it and she was showing how great Canva was. And so text, and now I can do effects. Watch this. I hope you're seeing this. But if I could do something like this, folks, anyone can do it. Believe me. So that's Snappa. And I do use Canva. I'm learning it, but Snappa, I can do. If you see my graphics for the YouTube videos for these, I usually do them in Snappa, and it takes me like less than 3 hours. It takes less than 3 hours to do a video like that. So let's talk about honorable mention. Honorable mention, because they're not things that you would have to use like on a regular basis, but they come in handy. Let me see. Do this again. This is always okay. Here we go. There it is. Okay, so this is called Tiny Ping. And what this does is if you've ever like made a graphic for YouTube or your website or something and you're so happy and you go to upload it and it says, oh, your graphic is like, 30 gigabytes and we only allow 20 gigabytes. What are you going to do? I mean, you could complain. You can go and redo the graphic, or you could just drop it into this tinyping.com. And it's amazing. I mean, you are limited to, each image is limited to 75 megabytes. But that's beyond the story. It works. It works, folks, believe me. So there's been plenty of times when I made graphics in Canva or Snappa, and I go to upload them to my whatever I'm doing, and it doesn't work. And I can't pull any hair out. I don't have any left. So I start panicking, and then I remember I got this tinypng.com, and it comes to my rescue, and that's another free one. I don't pay for that one. And the last one, this is a pretty cool one. Last but not least, because I mentioned this once on in a Facebook group about, I put a link up there. This is a great tool. And 3 months later, people were asking me, hey, do you still have that link? And unfortunately, why can't I do this? Stop screen share. And so now I want to share this screen, because if you do what I do, then you're going to love this. And what this does is, it's easy to convert a document into a PDF. Who can't do that? I mean, my granddaughter could probably do that. She's only 1, and she only says like 3 words, and she probably knows how to convert a document to a PDF. But did you ever try to convert a PDF into something else? Well, I've tried it. They don't work. Believe me, they don't. Well, this one works, and it's called Auto Convert. And I can't even read this. I'm going to try to put this. It's called Auto Convert PDF to Word. Oh, okay. Auto Convert PDF to Word.com. Okay, but the thing is, now here's the cool thing. It doesn't just do Word. I mean, if you go down here, I mean, you might have to look for it, and I don't know why, but it'll do like spreadsheets and other documents. Okay, so you can convert here. Let's see what this is. Okay, PDF to Word. Yeah. Okay, so all you got to do is find Auto PDF. That's the thing. Auto PDF, and it'll convert. Oh, look at this. PDF to JPEG. PDF to Power. This is unbelievable, and it works. And the best thing is it's free. I'm not paying for that one either. So that's all right. I'm glad you're going to use it, Elizabeth. I wish I had an affiliate program. I don't know why they don't have affiliate programs for free software, but maybe they should start. I should at least get some kind of credit for it. Anyway, that's my story, folks. I'm sticking with it. I hope you enjoyed the show. I did, and that's all that really counts. You know that I'm kidding. And all my stuff has been floating around here. But what hasn't been floating around here is something that I keep forgetting to mention, because on Monday, I am doing a free webinar called How You Can Win at Business. Okay? How you can win at business. Or actually, I should change it to how to win at business. Either way, how you can win at business or how to win at business.com. Go there. It's a free webinar. I think it's Tuesday or Monday the 20th. Let me check my calendar here. I'm back again. Wow. A lot of confusion, a lot of mishaps in the studio tonight, but we made it, folks. We got through a whole nother episode of the new Joe Teixeira show, and that's my story, and I'm sticking with it. If you don't know who I am because I forgot to introduce myself in the beginning, I'll be back tomorrow night, and you can stick around for the introduction. And that's my story. I'm still in downtown Flushing, New York, and over and out. Have a good night. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you.